I'm here, hello, I'm late, and yeah, but and I also have to eat. Yeah, everything went bad. I had a friend that told me that the scam game Star Citizen is improved, and so I started the game, and it basically messed up my life completely. And by the way, I didn't manage to start it, just for your information. Hello, good evening. Good evening, my boys. So I need a few minutes. I can eat here with you, but you have to wait me. You have to wait till I'm eating because I have to eat. I have to eat. You know? I have to eat because I came back late, and yeah, everything is wrong timing. Everything is wrong timing. Everything is wrong timing, my boys. I know. I'm late. I'm late. I'm late. I'm late. Okay. We can do this. Okay. Okay, I have a lasagna with vegetables. I have a few slices of ham, and I have some vegetables, some additional vegetables on top of the ones that are in the lasagna. And I'm late because I have the yeah, on Thursdays I go to the gym. And nom 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 nom. But unfortunately, after the gym, I got one of my friends saying, no, you have to try this. No, you have to try this now. And I lost half an hour. Hello, Ulan. Hello, Dr. Fish. You don't know you're such a space. I'm not. Star Citizen is a scam game. It's so bad. It's so bad. 900 millions. 900 millions in crowdfunding. Over more than 10 years. And the game doesn't work. Can you believe it? The game doesn't work. It's broken. There is nothing better. I don't know. No Man's Sky. At least No Man's Sky is released. No Man's Sky. I know it's not the same. I know. EVE Online. EVE Online. I think EVE Online is probably the closest. I think EVE Online is very similar. And again, at least it's released. And they didn't scam people for 900 millions. Sorry, I'm eating. I'm eating. Is a spreadsheet game? No. What do you mean? No. Absolutely not.
This is EVE Online. The opportunity of a life. Aww.
You fly. I played it. I was flying. I was flying around. Look, there is warp and everything. Planets, stations. What was this? Learning curve of popular MMO. Gaming skill. Very nice. I like that. If you can fly on a 2D plane. I remember I was flying. I was also extracting minerals, I remember. I played it a bit. I don't know, it was a bit too slow maybe, but... You cannot control the ship or walk around? Okay. You cannot control the ship. Are you sure about that? I was flying around and going where I wanted, no? Easy anti-cheat. Okay, yes. Install easy anti-cheat. You know that one day I was banned for cheating on Fallout 76. Which, by the way, is kind of weird because do you think there is people cheating in Fallout? But anyway, I got banned, so I wrote to the technical support and I said, sorry, but what the hell is going on, right? And they said, in your memory footprint, there is Visual Studio running. And I said, yes, I'm a developer, so? And they said that this has been detected as a false positive because your Visual Studio was in debug mode. And actually it was, but it was in debug mode running plane shift. There is people cheating in plane shift. Yes, I think there is. We had there was a whole website about cheating in plane shift back in the days, and I have a copy of it. I saved the website. Okay, so the freaking stupid game finish the verify. The stupid Starship, no, what is it called? Star Citizen game, finish the verify. Let's try to launch the game. Anyway, I'm finishing my lasagna, which is fantastic, by the way. It's not heavy because it's made of it's made with vegetables. I mean, there is still cheese. There is still cheese and stuff. But, yeah. So I tried to launch it, and it was giving me an account error. So I repaired my account. I started again, and I didn't have the login into universe, enter universe button. And everyone is saying, look at this, I click this. You see that I don't have a current location. And, wait. Let me do this, so it's cleaner. I don't have a current location, and the only thing I can do is to click on character customization. This one on the left behind me is just go back, okay? So there is nothing. What the fuck? You see, just go back. So there is nothing else on screen, right? I can go back and go to character customization. So I go to character customization. I create my character. I mean, my character is here already. Right? There is my character in theory. Whatever, I can change a bit this and that, I don't know. I change the hair, I change the beard, I change whatever, but I like it like this, it's fine. It's fine, it's fine. I mean, in anything, I don't give a shit. Maybe let me click on everything, so it stores everything. And this I did. These are the eyes that you can make different if you want. And then you go to review, right? And then you click on accept. So it's saying save, then I go back to the screen, and the screen has no enter universe. And I already did the repair on the website. So how shit can a game be that doesn't even let you in? It doesn't even let you in. Yeah, I selected the started location. I selected it when I created the. I mean, he asked me the location. He asked me the location from the start. So it's just not working. I don't know. It's just not working. I can see the console, and the console destination received for player Kerrigan Sun, accessible destination. There is no destination. There is no reusing channel character customizer. Is a never-ending loop. I can create a new one. I don't know. I can create a different one. I can create a girl. I don't give a shit. Whatever. You see, I don't have enter world. I don't have enter world. I cannot enter the fucking world. How stupid this game is. You need to buy more ships. Yeah, exactly. I don't know. I mean, this screen doesn't bring me anywhere. It's so brain. This game is so brain dead, by the way. It's so stupid. I mean, it's beyond stupid. I mean, it's beyond stupid. It's beyond stupid. It's beyond stupid. Beyond stupid. And by the way, the login, boys, the login is the easiest thing in the universe, right? The login. I mean, just you know, getting your character in. So it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. It's beyond broken, boys. Beyond broken. But anyway. Meanwhile, in our universe, which may not be that glamorous, right, and that fancy, but at least it works, right? At least you can log in, right? In our universe, at least you can log in. Which is nice. In our universe, I was trying to create some mining carts, but I cannot find a good texture to put on them. I think the model itself is nice, but I cannot find. So the model itself, I think, is cool. I like it. The model is nice, but I cannot find a freaking good texture, right? I tried different things, but they look stupid, right? So I tried and by the way, I also tried to have the railway. I think the railway is okay. I don't know, maybe I can make this part larger, but I think it's okay. I think the railway is okay. Maybe like this, but it looks, I don't know, it looks fake. It looks like, I don't know, it looks weird. I tried many different materials, but I cannot. I cannot find a good compromise, right? I cannot find a good compromise. Cannot find a good compromise. Maybe I need additional, I mean, definitely gray looks better than red, no? I wait for Squadron 42 and see how you like that. I once ruined a game for me that I didn't vote too soon. It was Subnautica. I started in the alpha, created a wiki for it, made hundreds of edits and all, and then I stopped liking the game before it was even complete. It was complete? Liking the game before it was even complete, for all the bugs. Yeah, Subnautica is a very nice game though, I know it. I think it's nice, maybe it was too early. Maybe it really was too early. I think it was too early. Because Subnautica is a nice game. Bam, bam. Did I change the music or no? I know I didn't. Right. How do we make these cards actually decent? You were just too early, yeah. I think this one is the one that is, I mean, this color. I think the yellow I cannot really stand. Everything is so dark, by the way. Jesus. This game. I don't know if the problem is that it looks too simple. Maybe the borders need some bevel or something. I don't know. Maybe we can bevel the borders. Huh? What? Come on, you can do it. Why is beveling it the opposite way? Like negative? That's a bit weird. Maybe I exaggerated here. I don't know, I'm trying to understand. I'm trying to understand why I don't like it. I like the model, but I don't like the result. You know? Maybe with round with a round top is a bit easy, is a bit better. Do you have any suggestions for me on how to make it better? I don't know. In theory we could have the carts go on the track, but it's a bit of a long work. I mean, because then we need the rotating wheels, right? We need rotating wheels and and tracking. That is the best I can do at the moment. Maybe I can put a symbol. Or something. Is it too clean? I mean, it should be more ruined. I have more ruined textures, but they are too dark. So they don't really work. These are so dark you cannot even see them, right? In red, really, I don't know. I think this helps a bit. I mean, I think that this texture helps a bit. Hello, IB Eisenberg TV. Hello. Can you add a dent in the side to make it look more used? The problem is that it will be, you know, on every thing, right? But yeah, I can break it a bit. We could break it if you want. But no, I'm thinking if I don't know if we need more of this, more of these lines, right? Do we need like an horizontal one just to make it look, because the model is not bad. I think I like the model, but it's with the texture that is shit. I mean, I can take this bar and put it on the side and put it like horizontally here. Yeah, I think also, yeah, I think the model is nice, right? The model is nice. But when I put like these textures, I mean, obviously these textures are not designed for this, right? So it's just a seamless texture that I apply, you know, pretty much as it is. I mean, we could create a texture that is slightly ruined and or more ruined, right? Because at the moment we are doing something very simple, right? So we are just using this texture and mixing it with a color, right? So very, very simply. I mean, we could have another noise, right? That maybe is let me see if we can apply a noise on top of it, but I don't know. cave noise, marble noise. I think we may have, you know, macro noise. What is this? Looks more like marble than macro, but fine. Macro noise. We have a lot of noise, but I don't know. Tiling noise. I mean, I could, in theory, multiply two textures, right? With some additional random shit like this. But this one already has it. I think the problem is, I don't know what to do. I mean, in theory, I could, you know, design a texture that has all the borders correct and all the things correct, and, you know, we could do that. It's a pity because I like the model, but if it looks like shit... No, it doesn't look like shit, but I think it can look better. I think it can look definitely better. Yeah, I'm trying to remove this line here. This line, right? Yeah. It's better now. It's more, right? It's more smooth. I mean, it must be metal, right? Because you can say, oh, just make it wood or something. But if I make it wood, I think we'll look even worse, right? Because, I mean, wood has more texture, right? Because like wood planks, if we take, I don't know, this randomly, right? But okay, it's not mapped properly, obviously, but... the problem is that, as usual, they are too dark, but... we have to redo the mapping, right? If we want to do something like that. I don't know, boys. I'm out of ideas. We can leave it like this. At the moment, I don't have a solution. At the moment, I don't have a solution. I don't have a solution. And I think in game it looks exactly like this, right? If I put it in game, if I put it in game, it looks. I mean, if I go and watch it in game, they look a bit fake, right? They look, well, we have to add the materials as well, right? So maybe with the materials will be slightly better. I don't know. Oh, wow. The rusted one looks the best for now, huh? I don't know if it's too shiny. Maybe it looks a bit too... But it's metal, you know, so... It'll be kind of fun to fit this. I think my problem is that it's too shiny. It would be nice if there could be multiple versions. They look a bit different. Yeah, that is why I had like these two versions, right? So that the red and gray, and the gray and red. So they are basically, one is specular of the other, right? So one is the inverse of the other, right? You see that this is... I mean, we can have two types. I mean, it's not that these freaking rocks are very different from each other. I don't know. We created 1 million textures just for this tiny line, but anyway. Well, the reason is that you see them way bigger, right? In game, those veins are as big as this, so you see the red very clearly. But inside of this is not really visible, but yeah. Let me see how it looks in game. But I think it will look pretty much as it looks there. Every Rasa could see the bundle somewhere, basically broken, and new one, use them. We can make a broken one if you want. I could also make a variation where is deploying the material, because this has been designed to rotate somehow, right? So I could make a minecart one, and then I can make a minecart 2, where the minecart 2 has this thing rotated, right? Which is the way it is designed. I mean, it's designed to do this. It's designed exactly to do this, my boys. No! What did I do? Boom. It doesn't work, by the way. Because it's going inside a shit. No! All my theory are fucked. No! No! Theory should go... It should go above like that. Yeah, like this is a bit better, but this is not designed to do this. This is not designed to do this. Well, or we just rotate it less, right? We rotate it this way. But I think it was cool that he could go, right? That he could go... That he could go like that. At least that was the original idea, but... Doesn't work, huh? Because to be able to do that, it needs to be way taller. Way taller. Or to have a kind of a mechanism that does that. I mean, to have like here a guide that allows this thing to be lifted. But what if you add a semi-transparent dark layer on top of the rust to make it darker? So I was thinking it might look cool if you added an old lantern on the front on the side of some of the cards. Yeah, that we can do. I've seen the darker things are darker texture are not helping. Darker textures are not helping. Should I change this design so that this thing can go, yeah, in a different location? Like if he has a guide, right? Like if he has a guide, but the problem is how do you pull it up? Because even if we have a guide that is allowing you to put it here, right? Let's imagine for a second. How do you pull it up? Because this is super heavy. So or there is a lever of some kind, right? Or there is a mechanism of some kind that is locking him into place and then releases it. Because the idea would be to release it, right? To release it. But if we have such a big wheels, can we make the wheels smaller? I think we can make the... I think the wheels are a bit over... I think the wheels are a bit too big. That is my feeling, no? Bah, maybe not. Ah, but I cannot do it like this. I will have to scale each one, right? I will have to scale each one. Do you think with smaller wheels is better? It looks less cartoonish, because at the moment it looks a bit cartoonish. I don't know why. Probably are the wheels. Even if I would say they are proportionate, right? They are kind of proportionate. If I have to say. I mean, they're a bit big, huh? I'm scaling it 80%. They look a bit small now. But with smaller wheels, right? We could rotate better this guy, right? So this is the only thing that this is the only reason why I did that, right? Because then the rotation of this becomes a bit more natural, and he can arrive until here, right? Roughly, be a bit less. Without hitting the wheels. I mean, another way would be that you you keep the cart as it is, but this thing can be opened. Which, by the way, at the moment this doesn't make sense because this thing doesn't rest on anything, right? So it's basically flying. Yeah. So I think it should be exactly the opposite, right? So like this thing, I mean, it's a bit hard to do, but I mean, it's not hard to do. I mean, it's basically, it should be the opposite of what it is now. It should be the opposite of what it is now. The opposite of what it is now. It's not very easy though. What do you mean the opposite? What do you mean the opposite? You mean I mean not like that, because here I'm going back to what it was, but no, I'm thinking if this thing rests here, right, rests on the top, right? If this thing rests on the top, yeah, exactly. That is what I want to do. If this thing rests on the top compared to what it was before, that I don't know exactly if it's the same height, probably not, but if this thing rests on the top instead of on the bottom, right? Which, by the way, makes more sense anyway, right? Makes more sense anyway. Yes, it makes way more sense now. There is a pig in my help. You cannot post links. You cannot post links. In fact, I see ... I see star. You can post it in Discord if you are in our Discord. So first of all, it makes more sense like this, right? We still have the rotation problem a bit, but you know, no, because you know what I'm thinking? I'm thinking that this thing is not tilted, but this thing is lifted. So there is another machine, there is a crane, right? There is a crane that is actually lifting this and then rotating it. Understand? Anyway, I really like this version way more. So I think I will take these two things that I just modified and I will duplicate, separate, and take my original cart, and in my original cart I'm gonna delete all of this and I'm gonna use this one. Now this makes the cart taller. Because I think it's already kind of tall. Well, no, I can just move this thing up. Yeah. Exactly. I can just move this thing up, right? So that it rests there. And maybe we can make a crane, right, that is... This material is too clean. I mean, there is no way. It's too clean. This material is too clean. This material is too clean. It doesn't work. It doesn't work. This one is a bit better, actually. Yeah, I think the red one is probably the better one at the moment. The red one, I think we should only use the red one. This one like this, it looks too fake. This one looks too fake. It looks too fake. There's no way. But we can use the red one. Let's use the red one, and for now we will do. And then we put the rocks, and we can have a crane that is actually raising the thing right now. I think we need a metal crane though. I don't think we can have a wooden crane. It will not keep the weight, right? We have a kind of a crane, but I think it should be also a metal cable. Or multiple cables. I mean, we can make it. I mean, we can make something. In theory, what we need? In theory, we need what is the name of the thing that I'm searching? Is some kind of loops? No, I think they can pick it up here. Or we could even make a kind of a claw. But what is the name of the thing? Oh my god, I always forget. Holster, all. What is the name of that thing? It's like a gazebo, but it's not a gazebo. He has a weird name. I forget it all the time. I'm always searching for that, and I always forget the name. It's called where is it? Can you believe the majority of these things I've retouched or modeled or... That's insane, huh? I'm searching some, well, similar to this, but it's different. I think it's under buildings. But we have so much stuff that... similar. He has a weird name. He has a weird name. It's not a gate, it's not a crane, it's not a... He has a weird name. But it's not here. Canopy. Yeah, because I can start from here, you know. I can start from this. Maybe make it metal. We can have two of this. Let me try. So now how big it should be. How big it should be. Hey, it should be big. I think it should be... But so they lift this thing, right? And then what? And I mean, because if they can lift it and then move it somewhere else, then yes. But if you can just lift it, what is the benefit? That they rotate it, so so imagine they lift it, right? They lift it. Okay, now I didn't select, whatever. They lift it, then they rotate, the thing. They rotate the thing, and what they do, they remove this cart and they put below what? I mean, it's not useful. It's not useful. It's useful only if you can... if it's useful only if this thing is movable. So if this thing has wheels as well, so that you move it in your warehouse or whatever it is. I don't know. Do we need it? Maybe we don't need it. I don't know. I was thinking that lifting it was a good idea, but maybe we can go everywhere with a cart. And then people just tilt it slightly and remove the minerals. Or they tilt, because you know I'm questioning if it's actually useful to pull it up. Wait. If it's actually useful to pull it up and rotate it or not. Because okay, you can create a pile of shit here on the left, right? But then when you have the pile of shit, what do you do? you have to carry it somewhere, and so it's better with a cart. At the end, it's always better with a cart. So it's better if the cart can enter the building, actually. I don't know if he can, but would be nice. We could have the railway. We could have railway enter here. No? It kind of fits, actually. We could have the railway enter the house. Where you have the storage. That is interesting. So anyway, our base minecart is this one. Is the red guy. I'm not super happy about it, but that's it. So it's light red. So it's light... Wait. So it's light... red. I don't know about the wheels. Can we leave the wheels white or nah, they look super bad. The wheels in the same color looks even worse, I think, no? Also because remember they don't rotate. I mean, I can have them with a darker. I can have them with a darker metal. But this metal is nearly invisible in game. I don't know why, but it's so dark that you cannot see it. So I kind of excluded it. You see, it's very, very, very dark. Is it better though? No. Mistakes were made. Nah, it's too dark. I mean, it's nicer because it's a, but it basically it makes it basically invisible, right? So that's the problem. It makes it freaking invisible. And this is why I decided, well, if I do this, you can see it a bit more, but still is super dark. It's dark to the point that it's not fun anymore. I mean, I can make a variation of this and I can lighten it up a bit, maybe. Because per se, it's not even that dark, right? I think it's the metal. I think it's the metal to 1 that is really killing it. Because the texture itself is not even so dark, right? You see? I think it's the metal to 1 that is... So if I do metal 07, yeah, you see it becomes immediately brighter. Yeah, it becomes immediately brighter. Maybe. I mean, I can even go more, but the more I go, the more it becomes non-metal, right? And it becomes like a normal texture. But you know what? Maybe it's not too bad. So is this one better than this one? Maybe. Because you see it's more ruined, right? The effect is more ruined. It makes it look a bit better. But it's super dark. You see how dark it is? You see how dark it is compared to that one? Super dark. Even if I moved it to specular 1, see the difference? I mean, this one is also in a position where this part is completely... I mean, it's hard to see. In theory, we should look at the top somehow, but... I like Modern Ruin for sure. Can you add a light layer of rust to the dark one? How do you add a light layer? You mean to multiply by something? How do you do that? You want to multiply by something? But it just makes it lighter, right? Is there a light filter somehow? There is a blend light. Like blend hard light. But I think this will, I mean, I can blend it with a noise texture, whatever, but like this, but I don't know what will happen really. Nothing. It didn't do anything. Ah. Now it did something. Now it did something, but I think that it is too much. I mean, it's basically adding noise, right? So this is what it's doing. I don't know why. As soon as you go, I mean, it becomes like clouds, but didn't apply or what? I think it didn't apply. Holy shit. Becomes very ruined. No, I think the problem is just the noise choice, right? So if the noise were scratches, right? I think that it would be better, right? So I think that, I mean, the idea is not bad. We just need a different noise texture. But I don't think I have a scratches texture. I don't think I have a scratch noise texture. I don't think I do. I mean, I have this that I can maybe put in a very low thing. In a very low, but I think it's similar though. Why? Why you did that? The problem is that the black is going through hard. The black is going through hard and the white is really white. So it's at this value is a big difference between 0.5 and 0.6. Like huge. Because 0.5 becomes pretty much the same color. And it's just adding some but I think we cannot lose the original material now. I think now it's a completely different material. It's not bad. I don't know. I mean, it's not bad. But it's a completely different material and also it's super dark. Again, as usual. It's super dark. But I mean, for sure, if you wanted to have something ruined, it's ruined. I mean, if you wanted to have something... But I don't know if I like it, actually. I think it's a bit too much. I mean, I can go lower than 0.5. I can go 0.3. But I think it gets multiplied, so it will become dark. Yeah, you see, every time we lower this value, we make it darker. Because it's a multiplication, right? So it's multiplying by that value and then it's blending that. Even if we said blend hard light, so I don't know exactly how that blend hard light works, right? But I think there is also a blend soft light. But if you know the material editor in any way and you have suggestion, please let me know. What? This didn't really compute much. Oh? What is the difference between this and the original one? It's similar, but there is a bit of noise, yeah. Yeah, he's adding discrete noise. Ah, sorry, I'm not multiplying. I'm not multiplying at the moment. I mean, soft light seems to make it more reasonable. I'm trying to multiply by 2 to see if it becomes stronger. Yeah, but then it becomes like this. It becomes like a stain, right? Like looks nice. So you prefer this version with this broken thingies? So like this, or like this, or the original that is like this. No, definitely looks better with the noise. It definitely looks better with the noise. Way better. It looks way better with the noise because it makes it less flat overall, right? Do you think we can apply the same technique also to this red or not? At the moment I'm multiplying 1.5 and I'm applying soft light. Now I'm not doing any reasoning on... there was already multiplication to make it brighter, by the way. So let's try to look at this one, right? So this one is before the change, and this is with the change. Becomes a bit messy, this one. I think it looks better on the... It looks better on the matte, on the gray. On the red, I don't know if it really looks correct, but... it is better. It is better. I reverting to the previous. So this is the previous. And it is with the noise. Do you like the one with the noise more? Do we want to have it slightly less? Like this? So it's not that invasive? Okay. So if we do that, then can we say that we can now use this metal also here or no? I tried to add a picture in Discord, but I would not. Ah, yes, because you have to be trusted. I can do that. Where are you? Where are you? I'm in streamer mode, so I cannot see your name. Ah, I see you now. I will make you trusted right now. Okay, now you are trusted. Now you can paste pictures. You can also message me directly, and then you can paste pictures. You can message me if you want, but you are trusted now. Here. That is me. Where I said here is me. I think it's a good change anyway. I think it is a kind of a good change, huh? This was a good change, huh? Thank you. I think it was a good change. I think it's a good change. Because it's making it look a bit less fake. I mean, it's still a bit fake, but way less fake than before. I think it's way less fake than before. Way less. Before it was looking fake. Now it's just looking fake. No, I think it's better. Now for the rail, for the rail is kind of easy because I made it a spline, so we can do whatever we want with this rail, right? We can bend it. You see? I made it a spline object, so we can bend it. We can create new points and extend it as we wish. So it is very nice. Now we will have to see what happens, right? With the different, right? Like here, for example, the terrain is not flat, and so we are suffering a bit from that, but we can adapt it. So the question is, where is this rail going, right? So we said that we want the rail to go. Do we still have the picture of yesterday? No, because yes. We said that we want the rail to go into a mine that is here, and then go up, and then go to the entrance, and then also go inside the storage area, right? So in theory, oops, didn't want to do that. By the way, you didn't see the house that I made. So that is the Dwarven house, right? Which has this nice Dwarven sculpture as a door. And then we have this door, right? And we have this door, which is fairly simple, but I think it's okay. But I added a bit of rivets and metal on the front. This T is not talad, but is in theory an X, right? Kind of an X. Yeah. So I don't know if you heard me, Heisenberg, but I made you trusted in Discord, so you can post a picture now. And I also sent you a private message, so you can just post it in my private thing. Yeah. In PM, yeah. So in theory we could make this railroad, how do you call it? Railroad? Railroad, huh? So we could have the entrance to the mine here. And I don't know if for the entrance of the mine I want to reuse the entrance, the cave entrances that I made. Maybe. I made a bunch of cave entrances, if you remember. They are fairly big, but I mean, if we want, we could use this as an entrance. Now here we have another problem of darkness also on this texture, unfortunately. Didn't fully understand why, but we have a bit of an issue with that. But we could have an entrance there, or I can make a new one that is just outside, right? And then we can develop, or you know, I can also do it simpler, right? I can just take some rocks and like I did a million times, right? I just take some rocks and I put them there, and that's it. The usual, we have some like, yeah, or these ones, or better, these ones, right? Yeah. So if we want, we can make an entrance to a cave just with this, right? So I don't go crazy in reusing something. So we could have a and then here I will remove the thingy, right? I will remove the landscape, right? So it will be a hole, right? It will be a hole, and then we need a dungeon of some kind, right? The only problem is what do we do there, right? Because I can remove visibility, right? So I can actually open a hole here, right? You see? But obviously now you see through, right? So you see like this building, and so you see through the land, and that is something that we have to figure out what we want to do, right? Maybe it can be an entrance. And you click on it, right? And we attach just an entrance. Yeah, I don't even know if I want to do it this way or if I want to do it this way. Because I really would like to have this railway, right, go inside. Can I see the Z rotation minus 34? So to him, this is flat. Okay. So there is no rotation. But I think I need the ground, though. I need the ground until a certain point, and then... Right? So I cannot delete the ground, I guess. I think I need the ground until a certain point, and then I close it. And then I close it so that it looks like there is something, but there is not. I close it this way. I close it this way. And then, but then the visibility on the ground, I think I need it. Nah. Hey, I need it, but this thing needs to go down, huh? I mean, it needs to be flat at least until there, if possible. It seems to be possible, actually. And then I'm going to delete only this. Right? Now, I cannot go into nothingness like that. So I have to close it somehow. Right? So now this thing is all closed, and it could be the entrance to something. Could be the entrance to something. I think you click on it and you get teleported, right? Or we really make a real, but at the moment I cannot do it. Right? It's too much work. But we may decide to do it real, right? So that thing is really going somewhere, right? It's really going somewhere. Now, I have a bit of trouble in following this thing when the ground is not flat. So I think that at least for the rail, I need the ground to be flat. Otherwise, it's going to be a pain. It's going to be a real pain. How much? Well, even less than that. And it should be flat like this. For some reason our thing looks flat but it's not flat. Okay. So we have a problem with our thing here. Okay, let's try to match the Z, right? So the Z here is 83 because it's all relative. Oh shit. Yeah, it's all relative, but it's okay. If it's all relative, we put everything to 0. And every rotation to 0, every Z rotation to 0, right? Is this flat? I mean, it doesn't look flat at all, but he's saying it's flat, so I believe him. I actually believe him. He's saying the rotation is 0. Okay, 2 ideas in general. Two ideas. Let me see. 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 Why this thing is so rotated, by the way? It's rotated like hell. Why? He's saying is rotation 0. Anyway. Probably because the original spline was starting that direction. Okay, anyway. Two ideas. Okay. Okay. You mean to lift it, huh? Yeah. But still, I don't understand what we do when we lift it. So we lift it, right? And after it's lifted, what do? We rotate it, but then we put a bunch of things on the side, right? And then they have to be put back on the cart. I mean, I don't think we store materials. I mean, I think that the way it works, right? The way it works is this. Let me try to... I think the way it works is this. There is the rail, right? And there are the carts. And the carts are carrying the materials, right? And the materials go into the building. And the building has an entrance, which hopefully we will have so that the rail go there, right? The railway go there. And then inside the building, there is a forge. Well, there must be an area where you actually divide the rocks from the metal, right? So there must be like a crunching area, right? Like where you destroy stuff, right? And the crunching area is here. And then you separate the biggest pieces. I don't know if it works this way, but we can ask ChatGPT. And then after this, right, the next step is the furnace, right? And in the furnace, with the fire and the thingy and the lava thing, these pieces are put here, right? And melted somehow. And then it starts to separate the metal, right? So, so I think in terms of stations, I don't think we really need to lift that thing. I think people take these pieces and they destroy them under. I don't even know how it works actually. We can ask ChatGPT. In medieval times, how was metal extracted from... No, extracted is fine. How was metal extracted from the rocks you found? Extracting metal from ore was labor-intensive, smoky and dangerous, but the basic step is surprisingly effective. How people turn a raw rock found in caves on the east side into usable metal. Miners use simple tools, hammer, chisel, picks to break the ore from the cave walls as well. Okay, after the extraction, the ore was crushed. Yeah, exactly. So you need a crushing area, like I was thinking, right? So you need a crushing area, you need a wash area. And it's basically what we do in plane shift already when we smelt, right? If you smelt today, we have the quench tank, we have the, you know, the forge. The main medieval technology was a bloomery furnace. Right. Right. So basically you have to crash it somehow. And I don't think you just dump, this is what I'm saying, I don't think you just dump the whole thing. Maybe the bottom open. I mean, we could have the side open, right? But oops. I mean, we could have the side open somehow. But I don't know. Maybe. Or that way, or the opposite, or this way. You may have the side open. The side. I kind of like opening the side. I kind of like opening the side. I mean, it needs a lock, right? We can put a lock. We can put 2 locks here. In theory, you remove when you want to open it, like a bar or something, like an horizontal bar. I mean, it can be very simple. Can be 2 holders, right, and a horizontal bar that basically is holding this thing. When you lift it, this thing just goes down like BAM! And it can be only on one side, right? Okay. I think we're gonna do this. Rotate on the Y. I'm trying to reuse what I have, but I think it's harder than just redoing it, but fine. Well, I think it's probably easier to just redo it, but fine. Yeah, I like the idea of the opening to the side, also because it's strong enough. So I think it's really working. And sometimes in our game, I like things to be correct, you know. Well, not correct, but to have a reasoning behind, right? So that it's not just crazy things that makes no sense, right? I mean, there can be magic, obviously, but they can obviously be magic anyway, obviously. But I think this thing can also be a bit bent because every time you know that door is pushing this bar the whole time. So it may be slightly bent to the outside, right? Because is pushed. Is pushed every time. So it can be a bit like this, right? Not perfectly straight. A bit bouncy on this, a bit, you know, bent on this side. And then it's very simple. We just need two small things, right, to keep it. And then you lift it, and when you lift it, the door opens, and we can make one cart with the door open, so to demonstrate the concept, right, so that people understand what is it. Otherwise the people will say, what is this, spaghetti code, right? Well, that's been be a bit too big, but you get the idea, right? Let me work on this a second, and I think we have something. So it can just be something as simple as this, right? It is holding the bar. That is holding the bar. And then you, yeah. I don't think it needs to be very, very deep. Probably needs to be very little deep, actually. Very little deep, right? So someone removes the bar. Now we just have to adapt it a bit to the geometry, and then we have to retexture it, I guess, because yes, because we are going to make it longer and broken, but we can try this. Nope, this side. So the bar we go after that, but yeah, just for the sake of looking nice. And these two guys, obviously, we put them on that spot, right? That is also why there are those two bars, you see? Everything is everything makes sense now. It's not very vertical though. Do we need to so is the bar slightly bent? Yeah, maybe. Is the bar, you know, is the bar rotated this way a bit? Yeah. I think it may work. I think we don't care about that. If it's a bit bent or not. We don't care. Okay. I mean, it doesn't have to be perfect, my boys, okay? It doesn't have to be perfect, right? It just have to be meaningful. Just have to be meaningful. But we want it perfect. No, we don't. Okay. So we have our bar, right? Now, when this bar when this bar goes up, I have to think if I want this thing to move, to rotate, you know, to rotate this way, to rotate, what? To rotate this way. To rotate this way. It cannot rotate really much though. I think we have to take only these two pieces and rotate in this direction. Yeah, exactly. Boom. Yeah, like this is fantastic. Like this is fantastic. Assuming that the rocks are smaller than the opening, right? But yeah. So we need to make this a door. So this must be a separate piece, or we do it only in the cart that is open. Probably we do it only in the cart that is open. Okay. So cart 1 is basically finished like that. Yeah, unfortunately the texture, I don't know, because I have to look at it in game. By the way, we never check the cards in the game. Yeah, the level is good. I have to head out now, but it looks so good. Hey, thank you for the suggestions, and yeah, see you next time. Yeah, I think with the thing, they look more, they look less fake. Maybe it's too strong. Maybe I can lower a bit the... Is this before or after the change? Because we did a change, huh? We did a change. Is this before or after the change? I think I can lower it just a bit. I can lower the strength just a bit. On the metal 1B, maybe instead of 1.5 we try 1.2. Yeah. Probably like this is better. We'll try 1.2. So it's not white, but is a bit better blended, right? Which is more similar to this one, by the way. I think for the second one we did 1.2 actually. Yeah, exactly. Fantastic. It's exactly the same one. Beautiful. No, I think they look okay now. I mean, they look still a bit cartoonish, but reasonable, right? Reasonable cartoonish. I think that we can... Are they too small though, or not? I mean, if I look at them with this character, right? A Kran character, which is a very big character, they look a bit small. But if I look at them with a dwarf, right? They are already too big, because you look, I mean, you will have hard time in jumping on top of them. I don't know if they are too small. Bah, it's okay. Let me just post this in our supporters channel. In our supporter channel for the nice people that that support our game with a Patreon. There are such people, incredible, huh? Ow. Ah, there is the they added the watermark. I didn't realize. They added a watermark because I'm out of time. Ah. I mean, this is a very nice program. I think we can pay for it. The problem is that you cannot pay once, right? You have to pay every year, which is something that I hate. I mean, I prefer to pay, you know, like $300 one time. There is a lifetime option instead of paying every year. Out of time. Yeah, but now you see this thing? Now it's back. So you just have to restart the application. So it's very easy. I mean, it's not really disrupting you, right? You just restart the application and now for other 45 minutes we are good. But I think it's a very nice application. I can pay for it. Yeah, it's gone because I restarted, yes. Okay, so we make one cart. Let me just see if we have the proper. Let me just see if we have the proper. Yeah, I think it's fine. We called it what? Metal 1B. Metal 1B. Yeah. I think I should change this to be vertical so that it is not broken like that. Why the middle of this is so broken? Can I actually use the real texture instead of continuously running around it? Export. Temp 4, no, I prefer temp 4. Rusty metal. Rusty metal. Okay, so at least we have it. So we assign okay. Yeah, I don't know why the middle is so fucked up, but it is. It is really, look at that. It is really fucked up. Okay, better. Yes. At the end, I'm very happy about this card. You know, things are always a bit tough at the beginning, but then also thanks to your suggestions, you know, and some trial and error and whatever, at the end it's kind of working now. I think I like it. The beginning I was not very happy. I think that they were looking a bit weird, but now they're still a bit weird, but good weird, not bad weird. She's nice. Look at that. Okay, so now this is better. So the point is, if this is now kind of final, right? If we can create another version where the door is open, right? That I think would be nice. So I think I will delete my minecart 2 because there was the one with the smaller wheels and we don't care about it anymore. So we will create a copy of this and now we will work on the open door, right? So basically this one will have, I don't know if we want to have this on the side just to be cheeky a bit. I mean, we could put it like here, right? Rotated, whatever. Like, yeah, on the ground or on the wheel or I don't know. We could have it here. I don't know if it's too annoying. That's 1 kilometer away. Fuck it. In theory, we could put it there if we really want. And we can have now this part open. Now, to have this part open, I needed the inside to match the outside, which at the moment is not at all. At the moment, this is not the case. At all. Also, there is a single piece. Oh yeah. There is a single piece, huh? Ay, 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 ay. This is a single piece. No, the inside, but the outside, no, the outside is already split. So the outside is already good. It's just the inside that is wrong, right? So we need to cut it, and well, cut it. Yeah, I think so. Or cut it only twice, maybe only twice. So if we do a cut between, you know, this and this. Come on, huh? Yeah, correct. You did it correctly. And then we do a cut. Here is what? 1, 2. Yeah, here is a bit of a cut of the cut, but anyway, let's cut it this way and then we will see. Pam param pam pam. Parapam. Bro, please. Why? He cut this as well. I cannot believe. I mean, it's not. You really decided to cut that? You stupid program. Okay. If I do it on this side, I cannot cut it. Okay, now we have to cut it vertically. Because we have to open the door, right? And we cut it from here or from here? No, from here. Well, but anyway, we have to cut it. There's no way. We have to cut it anyway. So we will cut it vertically, no matter what. Hopefully it's not doing anything stupid. Yeah, it's not, because now I'm on the back. I'm looking at the back, so it cannot do anything stupid, hopefully. Right? Okay, and now we have somehow our door. The problem is that these two pieces are very far from each other, right? They are very far from each other. So, and also they have a different shape. Ay, 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 ay. They have a different shape. You know, but we can cheat. No one will ever know. Yeah, exactly. No one will ever know. So you know what we do? We just delete this. We multiply this and we duplicate and flip it and GG. And this becomes our door somehow. And then we split this. And then we face everything. But maybe before doing that, what if I remove my... wait a second though, what happened? What? Ah, yes, just because the face is hidden for whatever reason. Yeah, there's a bit of a fuck up on the face, but I don't think he will do any damage. I think it's fine. Hopefully, it will not do any damage. That is still to see, huh? Why there is space here? What? No. What is this? Ah, it's the fucking cut that it did at the start because it was rotated this way. Unbelievable. Fine. We will remove the cut. I mean, that's so stupid though. 1 second, let me... No, that's I don't know then. Then I don't understand what is it. I understand why I create... Maybe I created the face selecting the wrong... Possible. Let's not ask ourselves too many questions, okay? Let's just proceed. What time is it? It's midnight. Shit. Always when you have fun. Pam, para pam, 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 pam. I really like Overwatch. I mean, I don't play it much, but I like it. Okay, so this is our openable door, right? This is our openable door, which is a bit of a cheat because it is not perfectly correct. So it's not as it should be. But consider that we will only open it. And I think we'll be in. Well, I think we'll be okay. Sweep. What is that? That is what? I mean, our door should be... I don't understand. What is this? It is attached. I think that the cut anyway did something, huh? Fuck it. That is so stupid. But fine. We will survive. Bang! Look at that. It can go as down as... It can go as down as this on the wheels. Bam! On the wheels. Fantastic. Now... yeah, now we have some problems, but... These are problems that we can hopefully solve, okay? The first problem is this. And we solve it like... And we solve it... Well... And we partially solve it like this. Bro, there is that line that is going exactly through us. But we can, I think that line we can probably move it, but if we move it, obviously, yeah, everything goes GG. But I think it's so small that it would be invisible, probably. Yeah, I think it would be invisible. Now the problem is the side of this thing, because the side of this thing now looks a bit broken, right? And it looks broken because we just opened the gates of hell. No, we didn't open the gates of hell, but we opened this. So we have to... We have to close it somehow. And then we need to close this as well. But I would like to avoid... Wait, wait, don't panic. Don't panic, everything will work, okay? It looks broken, I know, but it will be okay. It will be perfectly fine. It will be perfect. Perfect. Don't worry. Don't worry, don't worry, don't worry. Are you worrying? Ah, fuck, I created this face wrong. I created this face wrong. I knew it. Yeah, I understand. Okay. What is this? What is this thing? Oh my god, I don't know what is it. But I hope it's not. I think it's nothing bad. I think it's the front of our. Yeah, but you see that we have an extra. We have an extra face then there. I think we have an extra face because if we select. If we select material. This is excluded somehow. Why? Ah, because it's another material. Oh, okay. Yeah, but it seems that there is something in between. No. Okay, now it seems to be better. Okay, so I think like this is fine, no? Because everything is closed. Ah, I didn't close the. Oh no! Really? I didn't do the inside of this thingies? No! Well, it's fine. I didn't do the inside of these things, boys. You didn't tell me, huh? You definitely didn't tell me. I don't know why. Fuck. Mistakes were made. I said create face, but it was... Very noob. Very noob. Very noob. Very noob. Exaggeration. Okay. Yeah, we didn't do it on the other version because there is the staff in front. There is the staff in front. But in theory, I think we can do it also on the other one. If you really want to be nice, right? Oh, do we want to be nice? I don't know. But yeah, otherwise you see inside, you know. So is required. I think it's required. It's really required, my boys. It's really required. It is. It takes a second anyway. It takes a second. It takes a second, my friends. And let the stone turn all the elf tube. What? Turn all the elf tube and let the stone falling. We tried that, Hula, but you were not here, huh? You don't like broken. It looked like a luxury car for the Vigesimi. Yeah, exactly. You want to drive it? You were not here, but we discussed the wall, lift, rotate. We discussed it. We discussed it in detail. And we tried a different solution. We tried to lift the cart. We tried to rotate the cart. We tried different things, but it was not really working. Ula wasn't here. Yeah, he's never here. No, actually it is here, but it's doing other stuff as well at the same time, which is perfectly okay. Okay, the only question I have for you, do you want this bar to be this color? I would say yes. So this bar should be... it's already. You have the same color of these things. Yes, it is. Okay. So let's re-export our thing and see how it looks. So we re-export cart number 1 and we export cart number 2, right? So we have 2 versions, and if you want I can also have a broken one, but like on the side with 1 wheel missing, I don't know. Or we can have only the, we can have only the top, maybe. Yes, let me do that, because I think we may use it. We may use it. This will be minecart 3 top. Minecart 3 top. We delete everything. We delete everything. We only leave. We only leave the card. No. This one, no. This one I need it because it's 1 block. Come on. Okay. You want to be annoying? We only leave this, and maybe this one we put it on the ground, right? We put it on the ground, yeah. Rotate it on the side, you know, whatever. So this will be our cart 3 top. So we also export this guy separately, and we export it to minecart 3 top. Okay, so now we have to re-import everything. So we re-import this guy. Boom. So now we have our door on the side, as you can see. Then we import cart number 2. Cart number 2. Yup. Okay. In cart number 2 we use the can we close some stuff? I really have too much stuff open. I have too much stuff open. It's impossible to work here. Cart number 2. Okay. Wait. So we have metal 1B, metal 1B, paste, copy, paste. Okay, fantastic. Is the door big enough? Mistakes were made. Why the top of the door is a different material? It's a bit late, guys. Oh my god, I need to go. Metal, rusty metal. Okay, minecart number 2 we have to... this thing doesn't have a back. No! This thing does not have a back. I'm very lazy when I do these things, I'm very lazy. I'm very lazy. I don't do backs, I don't do anything. Okay, now I can export it. This is our minecart number 2. So we re-import it, and boom, now this is correct, that is correct. And also we import minecart number 3 that we can use top, right, that we can use for other stuff. Yeah. Exactly. Everything is fantastic. Look at that. Rusty metal, rusty metal, rusty metal, rusty metal. This copy, this paste, this copy, this paste. Okay, save all. Okay, guys, I think I have to go, but I think what we will do, we will continue. Where is our railroad? No! Ah, it's below ground, it's below ground, it's there, it's there. It's there. So we will continue with the railroad, right? So we will have a railroad coming out of this cave, going up. I don't know exactly where, probably here, then going here inside and going outside at the other side. So we will have a bit of a railroad thing. Then we will have our carts, the one that is open, the one that is closed, right, with minerals on top. I don't know if in the future, yeah, this one is open, you say, and it may have nice minerals on the side. Maybe not that big, otherwise it's impossible, but anyway, you will have minerals here on the side. And then we may also have, if we want, this thing, right? Is this bigger? No. It looked like it was bigger for whatever reason. We will have it maybe, you know, on the side. It may also be a different color. So if you want, we can have this one as metal, right? And not as, so we can invert the two thingies. Yeah, we can have it like this. And like a spare part, right? And yeah, we will have our small railway. Yay! I love it. I like railways. I like that. I think the best would be to have the cart move, but maybe in the future we will do it. At the moment, not yet. But in the future we will, okay? Look at how cute they look. Look, they are fantastic. They are fantastic. Is immediately a mine, huh? Is immediately a mine. Look at that. Look at that. Is immediately a miney. Very nice. Very nice. Taking a screenshot for our nice Patreons, just because. Taking a screenshot for them. Taking a screenshot for them. He makes it very miney, yeah? Yeah. Yes. We can add more. We can add some cranes. I don't know. We'll see. We can add more. I mean, we can play with this as much as we want, right? But I think that now, you know, the city, it will look nicer now. When the railroad goes all around, I think it will look very good. They say that there is a permanent license. Animaze Plus 23 and Animaze Pro 23. Real about the difference between Animaze Pro and Animaze Pro Service. Pro Sub Diff. What the hell? It's very complex, but we can try. Hello everyone. What is the difference between Animaze Plus, Pro 22, 23, 24 and Animaze subscription service? The consumer version of it to main way of being licensed via its live service version, buying a perpetual license to one of his early historical snapshot as a one-time DLC purchase. This means that for those users that don't wish to support the development of an ongoing manner, would like to rather buy access a fixed body of work with no further obligation on either side. On this path, you get perpetual license for use with really standalone iteration without a sub fee forever. Okay. The early iteration are snapshot, and so you don't. Okay, you don't get the updates. Interesting. Interesting. But interesting. Thanks. Okay, guys, I really need to run because it's super late, and so tomorrow I will not be here. Maybe I will be here between 6 and 8. I don't know yet. 6 and 8 in the afternoon, right? If I finish work early enough, around 6, I think I may stream 1 or 2 hours, if I can. If not, I will see you Saturday afternoon, okay? And we will continue with our mine, okay? We will continue with our mine, and we will place 1,000,000 cards all around. Well, I don't know, but maybe you will even be able to spawn this as a usable card. Interesting. Maybe. Maybe I will give you this as a card. You know that now we have cards, right? Maybe you can have this as a card. Maybe. And so you can carry it around, but I will have to have the rotating wheels, which is not too hard. But anyway, guys, thank you for watching. If you want to click subscribe on YouTube and follow on Twitch, that's free. And also, if you want to play our game, is downloadable here from our website. You click the top, download now. And yeah, you can download it for Windows, Linux, and Mac. Incredibly enough, you can also play it on Linux and Mac. Insane! Thank you, boys. But if we go on Steam, right? Because I was thinking, if we go on Steam, do they have a Linux and Mac version? If we upload our game to Steam, can we also upload the Linux and Mac OS X versions? Or is only Windows? Ah, no, it fully supports Windows, Macs, and Linux. Okay, nice. Apple requires 64 bits builds. Yeah, we are also 64 since a long time. I think we can go to Steam one day. I don't know when, but it's additional work for me, but I think it would be nice as well to be on Steam, just because, you know. In fact, SteamOS for handhelds are Steam-based, Arch Linux. Ah, nice. Would it be interesting if the control would be optimized so they work well with SteamOS? Yeah, that would be nice as well. I agree. There is someone playing SteamOS. I don't know if it's you or someone. No, it's not you. But there is another guy that is posting always the SteamOS pictures or he's testing that it works, right? And he's telling me, yes, it works on SteamOS. Steam Decks, yes, on Steam Decks. Yeah, there is a guy playing from Steam Deck. So it already works. Maybe the controls are not perfect. I'm basically sleeping, so bye-bye. See you soon. And have fun. Bye. There are pictures under Linux, I think. In the Linux channel, there are pictures. Bye.